So, you guys have heard of a Blåhaj, right? I know I'm totally pronouncing that 100% right. Don't correct me. It's that plush shark from IKEA that trans people just love. For those that don't know, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people might not know it by the name, but it's just a shark plushie that a lot of trans femmes, a lot of trans women tend to get one. I know, oh god, I know quite a few people that have one. Anyways, there was a surfer who wanted to host a event at a public library that, well, she was standing up for women's sports because she was trying to exclude trans women from, I guess, their biological advantage was surfing. Anyways, Fox News had put out a article, I guess. They're not really news. Not in my opinion. Anyways, the quote is that this protester brought a shark stuffed animal to mock Bethany Hamilton, who lost her arm to a shark. Miserable, insufferable people, but oh so tolerant. So I can see kind of two cases here. One where they didn't know that Miss Hamilton here lost an arm to a shark, because who's going to always know about that shit? And the other was that, yeah, they did know, and they purposefully brought the shark plushie just to rub salt in the wound. I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially when this person was, I think it was this one of these two, but this surfer is explicitly trying to exclude trans people from surfing, because biological, it gets wonky. I'm not bothering to read through Fox News. Anyways, this Leo Sanchez here, Leo Sanchez, I don't know where to put a read on them, but I don't trust them. 20, Harry Potter fan, constitutional, conservative, gay. Trump 2024. I'm gonna guess PSYOP. Anyways, woman lost her arm. He adds the context. A woman lost her arm to a shark, and the IKEA shake plushie is being used by protesters to intimidate and mock her. Then you have people supporting the intimidation and mocking, claiming the company's shark plushie is a symbol, quote unquote. Does IKEA support the toy being used in this form of bullying and harassment? And here we have the picture of the threatening and intimidating protester wearing a trans flag as a cape and holding a shark plushie. How horrible. How messed up. This protester brought a stuffed shark to mock Bethany Hamilton, who lost her arm to a shark. Miserable, insufferable people, but oh so tolerant. Okay, Riley Gaines had said that one. And then here is the support of this harassment from Princess, friend of the stream actually. Blåhaj has literally been a trans icon long before Bethany said her comments. Because if you weren't aware, basically Bethany started getting canceled on Twitter like right away for, you know, being gender critical, female sports, biological woman, that kind of stuff. And she got called out on Twitter for it. And here's a little meme. There's nothing like the love between a trans femme and her Blåhaj. And Leo includes, so a speaker lost her arm to a shark, and the protester who is there to intimidate and interrupt her just so happens to have a shark because, quote, the shark is a symbol of the trans community. Bullshit. But for those who are not aware, yeah, it's trans people have been loving their Blåhaj for literal years at this point. Actually, I don't want to interrupt, but how did the shark become a symbol? So funny thing. Princess responded. Let's listen.
Icons come from the most unlikely places. We've been asked for symbols used by the trans community, and the ultimate trans symbol is Blåhaj. But how did this blue shark from IKEA become adopted by the trans community? Well, since its release in 2014, Blåhaj has kind of been a big deal on Tumblr and in Russia. But only in 2019 did Blåhaj find its home in the trans community. On Tumblr and Reddit, Blåhaj memes started to take a trans twist, suggesting that Blåhaj was a trans icon or a trans ally. It's theorized that it started because the shark is the same colors as the trans flag.
Trans feminine people have attributed it to plush toys providing an affirming sense of femininity and softness.
While trans masculine people have said that liking the shark is affirming due to loving sharks being a stereotypical boy's interest.
Many trans people have suggested that hugging the shark is comforting during dysphoria.
But does IKEA know that their lovable shark is such an important community figure? They haven't commented on it publicly, though Blåhaj does appear in a 2021 ad campaign in support of same-sex marriage in Switzerland, which has been taken as proof that the shark...
I actually didn't know that about in support of same-sex marriage. That's pretty based of them.
is canonically queer.
But in a world where trans people face isolation, the fact that Blåhaj is low cost and accessible in many places make it as good a symbol as any.
And it's pretty obvious that this shark is trans.
Yeah, that was Rainbow History class. Go check out their TikTok. I don't use TikTok. But that more or less just sums it up of how the Blåhaj has actually been used longer than Bethany had made her statements against trans people. And, well, I just find it funny that the left are the intolerant ones for holding a shark plushie during a counter protest for somebody trying to literally exclude people just because they're trans. But we're the intolerant ones. But we also can't join their sports. Thanks for watching. Like it if you like it, dislike if you didn't. Let me know in the comments why you think I'm wrong. Check out the community on Discord. And remember, if you can't be the sharpest tool in the shed, you can always be the hoe. Just want to take a quick second and thank my beeps who have joined the channel. So thank you to Joestar and Maxi Kitty.